What's going on, everybody? JCSB here, and welcome back to episode 2 of season 3 of our Minecraft Let's Play. Now, when we left off, we had just created this little shack here, and to start things off today, I want to get this sand cooking up. That way we can get some glass, so I'll let that do its thing. Now, we need to build a roof up here, and I wanted to build a cobblestone roof. So we're going to hop back down to this cave that we had found, and I'm going to collect a bit of cobblestone real quick. Alright, I think 42 pieces should be plenty. Now, we're just going to hop up on the roof here. Let me get some dirt out. Now, I'm just going to be filling in the portion that's not covered. I would normally put a ring of cobblestone on top of these wooden planks as well, but since we're still kind of low on resources at the moment, I'm going to try to save as much as possible. So let me just continue filling in this roof. Now, I don't want any monsters to be spawning up here on the roof, so I am going to go ahead and place a couple of torches on the corners. That should keep any mobs from spawning. And I'm also going to take this tree down because I don't want any saplings, or not saplings, but tree branches rather, or the leaves touching up against the house. I think it looks really bad when it does that. So I am going to remove all the surrounding trees just, to make things look nicer. Alright, that should be good. Now, I am in some desperate need of food now. I have this spider eye, and I know that you can eat that, but I don't know exactly how many chicken bones it heals, so we're going to give it a try. Wow, that barely gave any at all. That took away 2 hearts and only gave us 1 chicken bone. That wasn't very good, to say the least. Okay, so while the rest of the glass cooks up, we're going to go and search for some animals. Now, I already spotted sheep, and we did make some shears, so we will be able to get enough wool, hopefully, to make a bed. Whoa, a pink sheep. What? I don't think I've ever seen one of those during a Let's Play series. A pink sheep right there. Look at that. We just got 4 pieces of pink wool. That's insane. Let me get the wool off this guy too. Now, I'm not sure if wool grows back on sheep. I'm hoping it does. And look at that. An NPC village. Holy moly. We have a lot to do on this world. That's for sure. Now, I'm actually gonna explore the NPC village a little bit here. What I want to do is go over to the farms that it has to provide. This will give us a good source of food. Now, as I mentioned, we're kind of struggling for food right now, and I guess this is the answer to our problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up 2 inventory spaces here, one for wheat and one for seeds. And I am going to replant all the seeds because I might come back later on to get, more wheat from here. This could be quite possibly a permanent source of food due to the fact that it is so close to our base. So let me go in and I'm just going to knock up. Oh, hey, what's up, villager? I'm going to, grab some more wheat here. Got a couple pieces. So yeah, let me go through and do this, and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done. Alright, 21 pieces should be plenty. That'll give us 7 pieces of bread, and that should hold us over for a little while, and we'll come and fully explore this whole NPC village probably in the next episode because, it's not that I want to space things out, but today's goal is to finish up the house, and that's going to be our main priority. So let's head on back over there. Hopefully the glass now has finished up cooking. That way we can fill in our windows, and then our house will be pretty much safe. We've got wool now for a bed, so we can skip through the night a lot quicker. And you know what? I've got a pretty good feeling about this world. It seems that we're getting pretty lucky. We got a lot of good resources. Alright, so let's go and put our glass windows in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make glass panes. They look a lot nicer for windows, and 16 might be enough actually. So let's see if I only need 16. Now it's pretty simple what I'm doing here. I'm just going to fill in all these open spaces. Alright, so we obviously need a lot more than 16, so let's make one more set of it. Alright, so now we've got our windows done. Lastly, we need to make a door, and then our house will pretty much be complete, except for the floor, of course. Now, I'm thinking of actually making a cobblestone floor as well, just to match the roof. Alright, so there's our door, just as it's getting dark. Perfect timing. And I'm going to try and fill in as much of the floor as I can. I don't have probably enough cobblestone, so we won't be able to fill in the entire thing, but we'll be able to start it. What I think I'll actually do is I'll fill in this outer ring with cobblestone, and then the inside will be wooden planks. Now I desperately need to get some torches up in here because it is getting pretty dark in here. Alright, so our house is pretty much done. I'm going to lay some chests down real quick. I might as well make one more. I don't know how long we're going to be staying here, but it doesn't hurt to have a lot of storage space. We may end up staying here, a couple nights, and we'll fill up the chest pretty quickly. Now, I am going to make some bread, as I said. And we can finally fill up that hunger bar. Alright, so now let's craft a bed. Now, I could have used the pink wool. I know that you can use any color wool, but I want to save that. That's pretty rare to me. Now, I'm kind of worried about monsters waking me up due to the fact that my bed's not going to be in the best location. If it's too close to the outside here, you'll get woken up by monsters. But I guess it's worth a try. We have an iron sword. It can't be that bad. It'll probably just scare me, though. Let's see how things go. Oh, and we lived. Okay. Well, we got lucky. There weren't any monsters around, so that's a good thing. If we go to bed early enough, right as it's turning dark, we'll never have any problems with monsters because they won't have time to spawn in. So that's going to be the goal. And there's our little shack. It's not a terrible first starting home. Doesn't look too bad. Alright, so I'm going to sort some stuff out of my inventory. This chest on the left will be for regular items or valuable materials like coal and things like that. And then this right side will be for building blocks such as wooden planks, cobblestone, dirt, sand, all that. So that's where all this is going to go. And I'm going to arrange them in vertical columns. So that's why I'm doing it like that if you're wondering. Alright, so dirt's going to go here. We got wool. I already have tons of coal, which is really, really nice. And we got some iron, which is always a good thing. String. Alright, so we're looking good. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go outside and plant these reeds because I want them to start growing. That way we can get, a really good amount of them. That way we're ready when it's time to make an enchantment table. So we'll let those all grow out for now. Now I also want to make a pressure plate for the inside of my house here. I don't feel comfortable putting a pressure plate on the outside because I'm afraid that mobs will walk in, but I have no problem putting them on the inside because only I'll be in here. So there we go. That should make things a bit easier. Now we do have a bit of free time. Where's the sun? Oh, it actually, I think it just rised, didn't it? Yeah, we just went to bed. So I'm actually going to go and we're going to explore that NPC village a bit more. Pretty exciting thing to do, I guess. So let me head on over here and I'll get back to you as soon as I reach there. Alright, so as you can see, I've been walking around kind of aimlessly. I'm just scouting out an area for a possible permanent base. I see a lot of eggs all over the ground here. So I'm going to pick them up real quick. Now I see that this path just leads off in that direction, and I want to see if it goes anywhere or it just goes to a dead end. It looks like it just goes to a dead end. Not sure why they carried it out all the way here just to stop it. That's a bit weird, but whatever. Now, I don't think there's much inside of NPC villages nowadays. It's really just, villagers like this and crop farms and things like that. But if we're lucky, we might find some lava, which is what I'm actually searching for. Yep, there we go. 2 things of lava. Now, I will take the furnaces because it doesn't hurt to have them. And I don't believe I brought my iron buckets with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little cutscene over here. I'm going to run over and get my 2 buckets, and then I'll be back to you as soon as I'm done. Alright, so I actually didn't have 2 buckets made up. I don't know why I said that before I made the cutscene. I actually have to make the 2 buckets, but I do luckily have exactly 6 pieces of iron, which is exactly the amount we need to make 2 buckets. So now I've got them. Let me head back over to the NPC village, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so now we have 2 buckets, and I'm simply just going to pick the lava up. That kind of saves us a lot of exploring, because normally to find lava you have to go down pretty deep, almost to bedrock. And that's something that we will do because we will have a branch mine, but it saves us a lot of time. So that's pretty nice. It's a little bonus. And I think you can collect these iron bars. Can you? Oh, yes, you can. Now I'm actually going to take those because those are pretty costly as well. I think they take 6 pieces of iron just to make 1. So essentially I just picked up 12 pieces of iron, which is never a bad thing. There's the well. Nothing's ever in there. More eggs. And another villager. Now, I'm trying to search around kind of for an area that could possibly be our main base. As I mentioned, that little shack over there is just a temporary one. And I still am on the lookout for something, more permanent. I'm trying to find a big flat area of land. And I thought a biome like this where it has all the tall grass would be one. But unfortunately, it's got a lot of hills. So it's not really going to do the trick. Which is definitely okay. We'll have to find, obviously another area to build. Possibly over there behind the village, but it is definitely something to think about because I do want to get started rather quickly. Alright guys, so I'm doing some more exploring yet again, still trying to find an area for that base. That's why I've either had that last portion just cut out or sped up. But I found all these red flowers, and red flowers are a lot rarer than yellow flowers, or at least when I play Minecraft they are, so I am going to collect them here. I am a pretty big fan of red wool, so we'll possibly, be using some of that to build later on. Now, I think I might have found an area that's pretty decent. Let me show you guys it. Here we go, out here. It's not obviously the flattest place in the world, but I think it's pretty nice. Other than that, there's also a desert over there, which always means flat land, just sand and sand and sand, so that's a possibility. But over here is pretty nice. We obviously have a lot of flattening to do to make everything one level, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I could obviously do that off camera or on camera if you guys would like to hear some of my uncle's music or B Liminal's music, one or the other. So that's also a possibility. But we're gonna head back now because it is getting nighttime, and I think we're gonna end the video here because it is right around 15 minutes in. As I always say, I'm gonna try to keep them around 15 minutes long. So I think today's episode was pretty exciting. We found an NPC village, which is always a good thing. And when I was over in the NPC village, I heard a bunch of skeletons, so maybe if we're lucky, there'll be a spawner. Who knows? But regardless, we found an NPC village, and I'm definitely excited about that. And we also are starting to get a pretty good supply of resources, as you can see. We're only 2 episodes in. We've already got lava, tons of coal, pink wool, which is something that I'm actually excited about, and tons of eggs, which is not surprising. So let's go to bed here, and I guess this is where I'll end things off. So if you guys enjoyed episode 2 of our Let's Play, be sure to hit the thumbs up button because I'd love to see your guys' support. Other than that, I will see you all in episode 3, and I want you all to have an awesome day. Talk to you later. Peace.